Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we just picked up this, I believe it's a 96 Suzuki GSXR 750. Got a pretty good deal on it. It hasn't ran in about a year from what we understand. It's been dropped on both sides, so it does have a little bit of damage. We're gonna unload it now, go through it, see what it needs, and we'll see you back in the shop.
We've got the bike unloaded now. It's in the garage. It is a 1996 Suzuki GSXR 750. We picked it up out of a barn. It was last on the road in 2016 according to the license plate, but the guy said he had it running last year. It was dumped hard on this side, which you can't tell by the plastics. I don't know if they've been changed, but the exhaust is mangled and the rear brake bracket's been mangled here. We'll have to get a new one of those. But our main goal today is to get it running and see what the bike needs. We're gonna have to pull the gas tank. The gas that's in it is probably bad. The carbs will probably need to be gone through. But all in all, I think we'll be able to get it running and maybe get you guys a good burnout video at the end. Okay, so the bike didn't come with a battery in it. We don't know that it turns over, if the motor's free or not. We're gonna start by checking all the fluids in it. So we got antifreeze and oil, make sure that's good. And then we got a booster pack here, we're gonna hook that up, and we might steal the battery out of the Katana and see if it cranks over. Yeah, we still have the Katana that we were going to sell. He's riding it now. So the oil is here. This bike, obviously, we got it out of a barn, but it obviously sat outside because it's sun faded. The windshield's sun faded, and you can see it back here sun faded also.
There's no dipstick. It's a sight glass.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stand it up.
Yep, 1 second. If my hands would work.
We'll fast forward through this.
Okay, lean that bike up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very black, but there's oil in it, so we can at least get it running. We'll have to change that.
Gas doesn't smell too bad. Doesn't have that.
Not skunky?
Yeah.
The best part is we didn't get a key with this. So we got a screwdriver. There we go. Fuel pump came on. Oh, is it in neutral? Where is it neutral?
Yeah, it's a neutral.
Pull the clutch in. Ah, there we go. So we do have crank.
It'd be real cool if it started.
Just be done with it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I think we're gonna go to the gas station, get some fuel, drain this tank, get it off,
Get to the carburetors.
get to the carbs, and go from there. Okay, so when we bought this bike, the guy we bought it off of said he cleaned the carbs last year and got it running. We weren't sure, so we took it down. We stripped the air box off of it, as you just saw. And looking in here, everything is super clean. So I don't want to pull these off and waste a bunch of time if I don't have to. We're just going to see if we can put fuel in it, fire it up, and get it running.
We've got our universal key here. We're going to turn the bike on. I've got the fuel tank. You guys have seen us use this on a lot of our startup bikes. I don't know for a fact that it's going to run without the gas tank plugged in, but we're going to try. Dylan's got some quick start. Should.
No power.
Oh, no power. With any luck, we just had power.
Do Did you try it with that battery in it?
Yeah, I had to turn them over like a couple minutes ago. There it goes.
There you go.
So I think we're gonna put the breather back on it, drain the fuel tank, put some fresh fuel in it, get it back together, and we'll see if this thing will do a burnout.
The bike's back together now. It should fire up. I need to order ignition. Oh, there we go. Fuel pump's working.
Sell this.
Shoot flames. Fuck, that's noisy.
I want to keep it now. Alright, so we shut the bike off and we went to fire it back up to get it running, and we now have no fuel coming out, so we're going to dig into that, see what's going on, and we'll be back shortly. So I took the tank back off and pulled this fuel regulator out, and it's gummed up completely. If you see, I'm pulling chunks out of there. So we're gonna clean this out, put it back together, and hopefully we got fuel and this bike will run. So I was fighting to get this vacuum diaphragm apart, and I took a pair of vice grips, clipped it on the end gently so we don't wreck anything. And as you can see, it's all gummed up, old dirty old fuel. And it wasn't opening under vacuum pressure, and that was causing no fuel to come through the tank. So I think if we clean this all up, put it back together nicely, and put it back on the tank, then we can get this bike running. Alright, so I'm back in the shop today. Vince and Ryan are actually at work. I got off a little bit early, so I thought I'd head over here. We ran into a bit of a snag when we were trying to rebuild the fuel petcock on this GSXR. I got it all cleaned out. It was all gummed up. Everything was moving fine, but now it's leaking from out of the plunger. I think that it's not sealing because of this corrosion and this buildup here. I bought this ultrasonic cleaner about 6 months ago. I haven't done anything with it yet, so I figured what's a better time than now to use it. I've done some research online, and they say to use a mixture of 50-50 vinegar and water, and add a couple drops of dish soap, and apparently it's supposed to work really well. If you guys have another solution that you use, leave it in the comments. I would like some feedback. The reason I'm doing this is because I called around to a couple of dealers and tried looking online. This petcock you cannot buy a rebuild kit for, and here in Ontario where we are, apparently it's about a month back order and it's $100 just for the petcock. If we can save ourselves the money and the time by doing this, I think it'd be really good. So I'm going to start playing with this, get this all cleaned up, and I'll be back with you guys and let you know how it works out. Okay, well, I let this all disassembled run in the ultrasonic cleaner for about 15 minutes, around 50 degrees Celsius. Really happy with the way it turned out. Got it all put back together. Hopefully it's all sealed up. We're going to put it back on the tank, and then I'll get the tank back on the bike, fire it up, and see if we fixed our fuel leak. Alright, so we got the petcock all cleaned out, got it back in, put back together. Everything's working good. The bike's running nice. Vince is going to do a quick burnout on it. It does have a good tire, so we don't really want to wreck it. But that'll be it for this time. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.